Hello, I am Blake Quartos, and this is my game, The Hero's Descent. The player must explore the world, fighting the corruption that has presented itself by exploring vast lands, helping innocent people, and eventually defeating the final boss. The hook of the game is that the player unravels their own story, meaning that all the choices that you make are your own. You aren't told, hey, I must go over here, defeat this thing, and save him. No. What you get to do is you get to choose whether or not you go and fight them, whether or not you save the person, and whether or not you choose to defeat the person at hand. Some basic rules are that of an open world. You will be able to explore all that you can see. Another is, since you are a hero, it is your job to protect the innocent, not hurt them. The player's goal would be to save the world, but they choose their own pace. Even if they went straight to the boss, they could go through it, but it would definitely be difficult due to the lacking stats and equipment. What use would a hero be if there are no monsters or villains? Throughout your journey, you will come across monsters of all shapes and sizes, but you yourself are the greatest threat because the decisions you make can not only kill you, but kill innocent people or destroy towns. The player will choose their own path from simple exploration to questing and clearing the game. Decisions affect the character you play as and the NPCs around you. The theme of the game is around the 12th century, around the time that King Arthur was around. The game takes place, through vast lands. There are no great buildings except for castles that you could definitely go inside and explore every corner, and who knows, you may even find yourself a sweet chest with amazing loot at the end. You'll travel through empty plains, tall mountains, and dive into deep dungeons. To get to each place, you will either go by foot or on horseback. The player will be using the third-person perspective so they can see all around them and be able to judge their environment and enemies while being distracted through fighting. What games is this like, you may ask? Well, it's close to Skyrim due to the open world environment along with all the traveling. Assassin's Creed is close to it only because that it's played in a third person and the fact that it does not tolerate hurting the innocent. You play as a hero. You do not want to hurt the people you're trying to save. And of course, Fable, because the choices you make as the player determines how you will end up finishing the game. The possibilities of this game. What does it create? Well, the possibilities is to beat the game. Well, to beat it 100% anyways, the player will have to go hours of gameplay. And that ends up meaning there's several side quests that the players will be able to go through. And tons of exploration such as caves, dungeons, and castles. The choices the player makes will determine the future quests as well. So by choosing to either save someone or to let them die, it could end up changing any future quests that I have to deal with that person. The risk in making this game. Well, the amount of time to make this game, it would be very long. Well, at least to make it with little to no mistakes. Money would also be another issue due to the fact that it would end up taking a good amount of money to end up paying the people that are designing the game for their hard work, along with any of the software or hardware that is needed to create it. And one of the biggest factors in making this game, or any game in general, technically, would be the amount of sales that the game gets. It doesn't matter how much time and money you put into a game. If you don't get the sales you need, then you're out of luck. Anyways, this is my idea. Thank you for listening, and have yourself a wonderful day.